But from a stylistic standpoint, I think it's very good. It's very interesting. And she's obviously very talented. And, the voice is fine. It's a good voice. Let's see here. You want me to listen to her now?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Very interesting voice.
I would like to briefly introduce the artist. The video features Song So-hee. She is a renowned Korean traditional singer.
Yeah.
She is known for her powerful and clear voice. And in this video, she tried to reinterpret the traditional Korean music with a modern twist.
Yeah.
So I want to hear your thoughts based on your over 30 years of teaching experience.
35, 36 years.
Wow.
Yeah, long time.
What are your first impression of Song So-hee vocal technique?
I think she's very talented. Obviously, she does not have very good mix. She's relying on a very strong chest voice up to C5, and then she lets go into a falsetto on the top instead of the middle. But very nice effect. I like it. It doesn't bother me, but I would prefer that she have a better mix than just voice going into falsetto on the top. And we know that she doesn't have a mix because she gets stopped at the top of her chest voice when she's using strong chest voice. She can't go any higher than the C, which is just really the end of her first bridge. So she's just trying to do that all in chest instead of lightening the chest at A flat, A, B flat, B, and C, and then allowing herself to mix. She's just taking the chest all the way up and then disconnecting into falsetto. But it's a nice effect. I mean, she obviously is a stylizer. Yeah, I mean, the personality of the voice, I think is great. But I would have the voice be a little bit more connected. But from a stylistic standpoint, I think it's very good. It's very interesting. And she's obviously very talented. And, the voice is fine. It's a good voice. It's Korean. Koreans are the best singers in the world, in my opinion. They really are. You guys have just amazing singers. And she's very talented. She's very talented. I don't think she's dangerous. I don't think she's doing anything that's going to hurt her. I think she's going to be, healthy. But I would think that I would probably work on getting her chest voice a little lower, mixed voice more established.
Because the reason I show this video is you work with a lot of professional singers like Dragons or Benson Boone or Panic at the Discos. They have quite extreme sound they have. But I think she has a little bit chesty under the first bridge. I think.
She does.
So you work with rock singers. Sometimes they are a little bit chesty on the first passage or other bridge.
Yeah, so they are. Sometimes they're too heavy.
I just wonder about your coaching with the extreme singers.
I would prefer that they are not so heavy at the first bridge, but their music is written that way. And so, like, we just went to Brandon Flowers had a show in Las Vegas last weekend, and we went to go see it. And he sang for 2.5 hours. A very, very aggressive show. I think he sang maybe 50 songs. And he's now 43 years old, and he was totally fine after 2.5 hours of singing. He's doing something right. Something is right that he's doing. So, but when I vocalize them, I'm always not so heavy at the first bridge, lighter at the first bridge, not so aggressive, not so heavy. So it's the same conversation I have with all my singers. Some listen to me and some do not. Some do what they want to do. And that's okay. That's okay.
Cool. How do you think her traditional Korean vocal style differs from Western pop or rock singing technique? What is difference?
Well, the difference is if you look at more aggressive pop or rock female singers, they won't go into falsetto. They'll take the chest voice. They'll take the chest or a mid voice up into those notes instead of falsetto. So that would be the biggest difference. Unless they're a really balanced voice like an Ariana Grande, they're going to take too much weight up with them. That's what a rock singer is known for, is being too aggressive at the first bridge. So not all of them, but certain of my singers are heavy the first bridge, and that's okay. That, like I said, that's okay. We just want to keep them safe. We want to make sure that they're safe for having a long career, not a short little career. I want a long career. I want them to sing for 40 years, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's the biggest difference, I think, with your singer and the singers that we're talking about, because they're going to take the chest voice and the mixed voice, aggressive mixed voice, higher, and she's letting go into falsetto. So she's taking weight up to C5, but then she's going into falsetto. So she's not really taking too much weight up.
What do you believe are the key elements that make a vocalist universally captivating, regardless of genre or culture?
I think pitch is very important. Number one is pitch. And then color or texture of the voice, personality of the voice. It's not enough just to go mama, mama, mama all day long. They have to be able to apply this to a song. And so they've got to have individual texture, individual sort of personalities that make them unique and special. If you listen to Imagine Dragons, Killers, or Panic at the Disco, or Benson Boone, they're all very different singers, right?
Yeah.
And we need to help them in their own way to develop their own sound, their own personality, without taking away their own personality. So I think that's very, very important. There has to be a presence of their own unique color and texture, personality in the voice.
If you were to coach a powerful and dynamic vocalist like Song So-hee, considering your over the 35 years of coaching experience, what would you focus on to help her development further?
Yeah, the first thing that I would do is develop her mixed voice. I would pull the chest voice down a little bit, and I'd really work on that A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, this whole area of her voice, and start to get the mix more solid so that she can depend on that and not depend on too much chest at the C. She'll have more excitement and energy in the voice higher than she has right now, because the top of her voice, da, 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 she just goes into falsetto, so it's not as interesting. It's not as interesting. Do you have that song Giorno dopo Giorno from Kelly Sweet?
Oh yes, I heard that.
Yes. That you should listen to her. I think she's probably a better singer. I think your singer is more talented, but I think Kelly is better functioning. Her voice is in better condition. It's working better. I really like her. I really like her voice. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I really like her. The question is, what do I think about her voice? And
Yeah.
and it's a nice voice. It's a very, very, in fact, it's a beautiful voice.
I think that genre wants her to make it sound like that kind of falsetto on the higher pitch.
Right.
Is more attractive in that genre. So, but I concern that if I coach her with mixed voice on the top, it might cause to the singer to lose that style. So
No. She'll still be able to go. She'll still do that. She won't do it every time. Then she'll have optional choices. She can choose to keep it connected, or she can choose. Do you know Sam Smith?
Yes.
That song, na 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 na. He's going da 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 da. He goes back and forth from falsetto to a connected head voice mix. And the same la da 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 da, and every time one is connected, one is disconnected, one is connected, one is disconnected. So it's just a choice. It gives the singer more options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, my friend. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.